Welcome back to our live coverage here at reInvent 2025. This is Las Vegas. This is AWS OnAir. This is A.M. Grabelny, a principal developer advocate for AWS Game Day, here about to have one of my most exciting moments because I watched the keynote, saw TwelveLabs. I'm spoiling things. We have to talk about Fiona first. Please.
Hello, everyone.
yourself.
My name is Fiona McCann. I'm a solutions architect at AWS in the public sector. And I'm also really excited for this interview because I got to meet with So Young at the New York Summit earlier this year. So I'm so excited to learn about all the other things that you've been building. But before I take away your thunder, I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
So excited to be here at reInvent with you both. I'm So Young. I'm one of the co-founders of a company called TwelveLabs. My role is I lead our go-to-market efforts, so work with our partners, AWS, and our customers.
What a demo in the keynote. It was incredible. I'm serious. So I've worked in the unstructured data space for a while. Prior to AWS, I worked at a company called Box. So you can tell this topic is probably near and dear to me. And it's a very hard problem to solve. So to see what you all are working on, incredibly exciting to me. So I'm so glad I got to be up here with you. But please, if anybody missed the keynote, could you give them maybe just a quick intro to what is TwelveLabs? What problems are you all solving?
So we're a research and product company. What we essentially build are AI models that are multimodal, and basically means AI that can watch video, understand it just like humans. So everything that's inside video is interesting because you have visuals, you have sound, you have dialogue, non-dialogue sounds, and you also have time. So it's also really important that as time is passing in video, you're combining all of these different modalities, understanding the full context, and then doing that temporally, and then across many different videos all at the same time. So if you think about how we retrieve things from our memory, I could ask you guys, can you think of a moment where, let's say somebody's trying to pick which color pill to take.
Okay.
Red pill or blue pill. Is there a moment that comes to mind for you?
I have no short or long-term memory at all.
A movie.
I'm
think of a movie.
unconnected. Yeah, there might be a movie that this references. Yeah, that's a good guess.
I actually haven't seen the movie, though, but I know that's a reference from a movie.
It's The Matrix.
The Matrix?
So a lot of people will think of that scene. I mean, you could say something else. It's still a correct answer because it's contextually, maybe there's similarities.
Right.
But a lot of people think of the scene in The Matrix. And if you think about it, you did that so quickly, thinking back to everything you've ever seen, watched, experienced, and immediately was able to think of it. And so for humans, we have memory, almost this abstract memory that captures everything that we have. So for TwelveLabs, what we build are almost this context engine for video data, where our models can watch videos very quickly and create what we call vector embeddings, vectors that capture the multimodal context. And with video embeddings, you're able to power like natural language-based search and retrieval. Any-to-any modality is really cool. I'll show you an example in a bit, but you can also use video clips or images or even audio to find contextually relevant things. And also talk to your video. Like if you want a summary, ask for a summary, describing what's happening in the video, ask specific questions, and so on.
Thanks for recognizing first how fast and impressive my memory is, by the way. But
really glad we got that out of the way.
This is also incredibly impressive. I saw it in the keynote, and one of the things that stuck with me too was, what was it, millions of hours of video is equal to about 114 years, I think was the number, which Fiona and I are up here
We're
a lot.
A couple million years
I'm
old.
pretty close to 114 years of live coverage of me. Getting there. Not quite 104. I'm maybe 113.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited.
Something close to that.
Yeah, people, they can't watch all those hours of me.
I'm sure they would love to,
They
though.
would love to, and they would love to know more, right? And be able to search through those, vast years.
Right.
So it's really exciting to see what you all have accomplished and what you can do.
What I was going to say was, I still think about something that you told me at the July keynote, and or at the July conference, and I'm going to pose this question to our listeners. what percentage of data out there is video data? Does anyone in chat want to make a guess? Because I got this wrong when you asked me this at our New York Summit. Yep. I'll give them a couple seconds, guys. Put your guesses in the chat. What percentage of data do you think is video data? And now that everyone started putting in guesses, hopefully we haven't quite seen any yet. I'll let you spoil the answer.
Actually, it changed. It was 80%, but now it's 90%.
You're joking.
I'm not. And it's going to grow. It's the most natural.
So maybe medium. Robert Tables was watching us in New York because he said 80%. So Robert, it's now 90.
Yeah, we see a 60% way off.
Right.
Yeah.
More than both of those.
And, you know, like as video technologies, like all the tools, platforms, apps evolve, it's only going to get more because it's the most natural format in which we communicate, learn, entertainment. A lot of it is video, obviously. And I don't know, to us as founders, this is our 5th year. It was like, why is there no, system to be able to watch, analyze, understand video?
Right.
And we're builders, and so we thought, hey, we could actually provide this contextual capability to any developers or enterprise that wants to build cool, intelligent video applications.
Absolutely.
So that's how we started building. The talk today, the keynote, was beautiful. Like the design, I loved the design and the customer case example there. But basically, it was about how do you now take these vectors? It's possible to take millions of hours of video, which would be the equivalent of watching it for, I think I forgot the number, but 100-something years.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you could create vectors from that, extract the full context in a day or less.
Wow.
And where do you store and retrieve vectors? S3 vectors, very cool, right?
Yeah.
And basically that was the gist of the keynote.
I wanted to ask you because like two of the pieces of functionality that we saw was first search, right?
Yes.
I'm able to search through collections of videos and analysis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two. Are those the two main kind of types of things that your customers are asking you for, or there's more? Like what do you see customers consuming video wanting, right? I would imagine search and analysis are probably the two biggest things that you're asked for, yes?
Those are, the way we see it, those are the most basic, low-level building blocks.
Okay.
Right.
And search is basically extract, creating embeddings, vectors, really rich vectors that are also lightweight, that can power search. And then analysis is pulling language-based metadata. Okay. And so those are the two building blocks. That's our Marengo model. We also just launched our Marengo 3 model.
And my favorite, to be honest, there's the other Pegasus.
Pegasus,
right?
Yes.
I love the name, by the way.
Thank you. We like horses. We're running out of horse names. So those are the building blocks. Now, the use cases that customers are building on top of and are asking us for additional capabilities that live on top of the basic model features are super interesting. And now a lot of it involves agents.
Yeah.
Around how do you have an agent understand a higher level business task or a prompt and then orchestrate and be able to run its own search queries using Marengo or extract metadata that it needs, prompt Pegasus to extract metadata it needs, and then put all of that information together to create a deliverable.
Do you have an example of what that kind of...
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
So I'll give 2 examples.
Awesome.
The first one...
You're like, I got examples.
I'm prepared.
Well, I mean, the one that was referenced in the keynote today was ArcXP. And you think about all the content that lives on these platforms managed. Now you can vectorize and search through content, but the thing that every customer who has content wants to be able to do is do story creation. And so you can actually do prompt-based highlight reel, newsreel creation, basically long form to short form, and help creatives get to a lot of different drafts or rough cuts very quickly.
Wow.
Sports highlights is also a really good example. So one of our customers is Maple Leaf Sports Entertainment. So they have the Raptors, and basically they have an archive of such interesting stories over the decades, and you're able to their creatives and marketers are able to just share a prompt and then create different versions and drafts of highlight reels.
Wow.
and then extract that as a Premiere project file that they can like further enhance.
Yeah.
But it helps kind of give, storytelling ability.
Yeah.
And that's an agent that wraps both Marengo and Pegasus capabilities underneath.
I imagine it's huge for content creators because creating the video itself is just usually step one, right?
Right.
You still have to have all the assets like descriptions and
Right.
like this is where it comes into play where you can start building this into like pipelines and automation and all these things. I want to see it.
I know. I'm like, we could keep talking about this forever, but I do really want to see a demo. So could we maybe go ahead and dive into one?
Sure thing.
Before we do that, we do need to do the demo dance for good luck. Are you ready to?
You have to.
What's the story
It's
here?
for protection.
I only dance at after parties.
You only dance after. We'll do the demo dance for you.
Dance for you.
Are you ready? 3,
We
2,
have to do it extra because
1. Okay, you're right. Here, we can do a big wave, and we'll pass the wave on to her.
Okay.
Beautiful. It's not ready to go.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
let's pull
it
up
up.
your screen.
So we are looking at the TwelveLabs.
There
is
we
this your
go.
landing
You
page?
are-
This is
This is our playground.
okay. Playground.
So the URL is playground.twelvelabs.io. You can
Okay.
sign up for free and just upload videos. We have a bunch of copyright-free videos that we have indexed here. 23 videos totaling about 2 hours.
Okay.
If it's a platform that's integrating our APIs or if it's an enterprise, usually you'd be doing this across millions of videos, which would take 100+ years to watch. And here, I'm going to run a search, and this is using our Marengo model.
Okay. Popeye singing on a boat.
Let's see. And then so I'm going to search for Popeye singing on a boat.
Okay.
Basically just describing what I'm looking for.
Uh-huh.
And from
That's highly relevant to my interest. Thank you for picking a search for me.
we can't get sound, but I swear he's singing.
Okay. I will believe you on this one.
I believe.
And so it will pinpoint you to the exact video and the moment where he's singing. The actual output would be, if you're looking at the JSON, it would be start and end time code and video ID. So this is what you're getting. A new feature that we released, I just preloaded a bunch, but a new feature that we released with Marengo 3, which is now available through Bedrock, is something called entity search.
Entity search. Okay.
Why that's really cool is, if you think about it, there are so many things you can't just describe in natural language.
Right.
So you might have, in this case, I'm using an image of a product as an example, but you might want to define your own and name your own object, person, even a location, visual style.
Yeah.
We recently did this with like a figure skating move, which is really cool. Like, how do you know what a figure skating move is?
Right.
And how do you teach a model
to recognize that one specifically?
And traditionally, you would have had to probably custom train or fine tune a model to be able to do that, which is very heavy. So in this case, you only have to process the video once, and after that, you can actually.
So we've searched a specific type of lipstick here?
Yes.
A blush lipstick.
So let me just refresh that. And you're actually defining you're creating your own entity.
You've created that
Yes.
that lipstick type somewhere else, right? And then you're able to reference that throughout the videos after they're processed, right?
Correct.
I'm assuming Popeye will not sing with that lipstick.
That would be incredible.
Could be cool.
So
Could
I've
be cool.
basically
Popeye would be
created-
serving.
He would be serving.
So what I did was I created my own entity by just dropping some images, and I said, this is the lipstick.
Oh, cool.
And
Cool.
I'm going to
Okay.
call it the blush lipstick in this case.
Okay.
And woman showcasing product during a live stream.
Right.
And then we actually see the exact same product here.
And there's lipstick.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool. Okay, so where previously you would have had to train something to recognize that specific model or that specific type of lipstick, what you're saying is that you've created this process where they can input an image of anything that they want the video to be searching for, call that an entity, and then using natural language, reference that entity. Maybe they want to see someone showcasing it in a live stream. Maybe they want to see, someone buying the lipstick in a store. But however whatever they have with that lipstick it's an entity that they can search for.
So let's say now you're, as a brand, you're launching an eyeshadow or different packaging.
Right.
You can just define these so easily with a few images. And so essentially you're able to almost create your own internal dictionary as an organization for all the proprietary things that you want to keep searching for.
That's cool.
I'll start with the Popeye example.
All right, let's do it.
I love Popeye. This is one of my favorite
having a great time
demos
with
I've
this.
ever seen. I never knew how much I needed Popeye.
So this is Pegasus.
Okay.
And so we just looked at how you're using embedding. So these are actually the searches are using Marengo vector video embeddings to run vector-based searches. This is Pegasus, which is now you can interact with video in natural language. So based on this Popeye, it's a 16-minute Popeye video.
Wow.
And I'm going to ask, give me 3 key scenes where Popeye punches an opponent with timestamps. And
as you want to see these for sure.
I hope this isn't considered violence, but
it's just having us finish.
Here we go.
Here's another one.
Key punch number 2.
And olive oil, of course.
Yes. So you can do fun things like this with animation. But if we also look at, this is also an old one, from 1956. It's like a 13-minute video. But I used a much longer prompt in this one. YouTube has this thing called ABCD, Creative Effectiveness Framework.
Okay.
And I just gave it as a prompt. So from like attract, standard for like attract, brand, I'm asking Pegasus to basically assess this video based on this framework.
Yeah.
And from that, we can
It's
actually
giving you the
take a look
score
at
in each of the categories.
Exactly. And it gives you time-stamped evidence, which is pretty cool. So let's look at this one, which is like for brand, and where you're assessing integration, visibility, and placement. I mean, this isn't exactly a brand, but it's actually showing you like
Interesting.
There's a cafe that appears right here in the Martian City ad.
Yeah, I can pick up those elements.
Exactly. And it's able to kind of answer that question.
I'm seeing the potential here for Debbie, one of our producers here, to feed in a lot of videos of me.
Right, obviously.
Perform evaluations very quickly. I love it.
So
we have some,
I was just going to say, we're coming to the end of the segment, and I think we've got people watching here. We have developers. We have people who are maybe founders themselves. You have kind of reached the founder dream. I mean, you're referenced in a keynote here at AWS re:Invent. What advice do you have for other founders who are building in the AI/ML space right now?
Ooh. I'd say you have to really learn from customers.
Yeah.
Like you're always going to hear so many no's. I can't even think about how many no's I've heard and we've all heard as founders from, whether it's customers, partners, etc. But there's always going to be somebody people who believe in what you're doing. Yeah. And they might have different opinions, but they're going to help you shape, give you feedback, help shape what you're building. And kind of learning the domain has, I think, for us, it's been a huge learning experience, which is if you're building technology, AI technology, it's easy for you to get focused on, hey, I'm going to build AI, and these are like infrastructures, the technical side. Right. But the customers are probably not, unless you're like building a cloud infrastructure, your customers are probably not so interested in hearing about that part, right? They care about their world and their domain, their business context. And so it's so important to learn how they're seeing about your technology in their context and then build for that. Absolutely. It's a collaboration.
Totally. Those are incredible words of wisdom. And thank you for those and for being here with us. Incredible product. So exciting to see it.
Congratulations.
We have to go, unfortunately.
No.
We got to go watch Popeye. But you are going to stay here and watch the stream, okay?
See you soon.